lovely souls, my name is Samantha James. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we have a pick a card for you, and it's going to be about your person's, or the person you have on your mind's current thoughts and feelings about you. We have 4 piles to choose from. We're just going to kind of navigate the situation together and see how your person is currently, what they're currently thinking about the connection and how they're currently feeling about you. We are going to do some channeled messages and all that great stuff. So we have 4 piles to choose from. We have pile number 1 with I am light, and this crystal. We have pile number 2, I am captivating. This is raw lapis lazuli. Number 3 with I will hope with the clear quartz. And number 4 with I am a voice with the blue agate. All right, you guys, so 4 piles to choose from, and I will see you guys all at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. If you guys chose this crystal and the fairy that says I am light, this is for you. I'm super excited to get into a reading. We're going to be talking about your person's current thoughts and feelings for you. I'm going to start off with a little energy check-in just to kind of, you know, see what's going on with you and your person in this connection and to see if it's resonating, and then we're going to get into it. Also, look at the candles are going insane, and there's no fan above me, there's no AC blowing right now, so I think that's really interesting. But the candles are flickering, and you guys got the I am light fairy, so something to do with maybe even fire or light, or maybe this person is a light in your life or you're a light in their life. There's a lot of warmth. This person could be thinking about the warmth that you bring to them in this connection, and honestly, even just with the candles alone, like how much you drive them, like you ignite something in them, you spark something in them. There's definite electric passion between you guys. This person really does feel like you are a light to them, and they could be reminiscing on that or thinking about that at this current moment about the connection. Also really feeling like you're very youthful, and you do just in general keep things really light. Okay, so I have the Oracle, and I'm going to pull tarot from the vice versa tarot deck, so it can go either way. It's really cool. So this is the World. This is the traditional major arcana, the World, the 21st card, and you know, in the traditional World card, right? We're gonna flip it around, and all of a sudden it has sort of a dual meaning. I'm gonna take the flips as I don't know, intuitively, and then I'll also take reversals. So it'll be very interesting to kind of see. What am I gonna start with first though? Okay, I'm being called to start with the Oracle. So we have this Moonology Oracle card, ruling over Virgo. First quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation. Last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather. So we have Virgo and Cancer so far. You could be a Virgo, they could be a Cancer, or vice versa, or, you know. Honesty, I can't always expect truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Perseverance, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. A change in the wind. Fork in the road. Okay. We have Sagittarius as well, and we have Mercury. All right, so signs present: Virgo, Cancer, Sagittarius. What a mixture. Okay, so I want to pull some tarot. We're going to do a little light energy check-in before we get into it on what your person is currently thinking and feeling about you in this connection. So we're starting off with the Page of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So far, all of these are placed on the, I guess, the right side up. See, this is the back side. We have the Knight of Wands. This person really wants to communicate with you, talk to you. They like talking to you. Everything that might be kind of said in this reading could be something that they would verbalize to you. This person does have a lot of passion. Knight of Wands, I mean, and look at the candles. They're still going crazy. They're still flickering. And he's holding his own little torch, his own little wand. Got the Sagittarius bow and arrow kind of like pointed at you. Mercury here, and the Page of Swords. This person wants to, they want to talk to you. They want to get things moving. If it's not already moving, if it's not like, you guys might already talk. Nine of Pentacles every day. You could be in a relationship. Okay. Let me keep going. The Eight of Pentacles. If you're not in a relationship, this person wants to be in one, or they kind of have this desire for one. We definitely have to still go throughout the reading, but I do think they would work for one, you know. Perseverance here. The Eight of Pentacles, this person will put in the work. They'll do what it takes to get your attention. Right now, I see something on a more casual front, but I have to pull more cards. But it could be, like, I definitely think you're in contact with this person. So if you're not in contact with your person currently, I think it could apply. There could be like a separation, but I don't know if this would be the pile for you. This is for those of you where you are talking to your person. Your person does want something with you if you don't have something with them already, right? And we have that High Priestess, and then we have the Empress. Wow. We have the Three of Swords. This one's interesting because it's like front side is sort of not great. Still three swords, a heartbreak, a heartache, a loss of some sort. Could have been a third party situation, but it could be from your past, or it could be something that's healed already. Whereas this one, I would think it's still present, it's still ongoing. I don't know, it's interesting. So we have the Three of Swords clarifying the Knight of Wands. This person could, you could have gone through a difficult situation in your past, and this person could be aware of it, and like, they want to come towards you, they want to come in hot, but they do have good intentions. It's not just about sex, and they want to come in the right way. Yeah, the Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. Ten of Wands is all about like exhaustion and like getting to a point of defeat. And the Eight of Pentacles, it could be that this person, you know, would put themselves through a lot just to be able to make a connection with you work in the long term. They definitely see you as someone who's very mysterious and nurturing. They definitely see you as like the end all be all. very, very much in love with the idea of you, maybe even with you as a person. So far I see kind of casual surface front cards. I do feel like this is someone who, whether they know you like that or don't, they do see something in you. They're seeing you as someone who's very abundant, stable, and beautiful, and has even a spiritual connection, has spiritual gifts. Someone who's been through a lot, and they're willing to kind of put in the work and prove that they're not. We have perseverance, we have honesty, and prove that there's someone that you can trust. Okay, so if that's sounding like your pile, let's continue. We're going to talk about what this person is thinking and feeling for you in the current situation. Person's current thoughts and feelings for you. Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to clear the spread, but yeah, it feels like, okay, it feels like already this person has a lot of thoughts and feelings for you. I'm gonna use 2 decks just to clarify on some of the things. But it feels like there's maybe even a history between you two. It could be that you guys have been together before as a couple. It could also be that this person has known you through a different relationship where you were in a relationship with someone else, and they kind of saw like what that person put you through, and so they have a clear understanding of, you know, what you've been through, and it could even be that you're coming out of a breakup with a change in the wind, and they can kind of see with a fork in the road and take a breather and assess the situation that you're guarded, and they get that. They respect that. I feel like this person understands you. They understand that. So what are they currently thinking and feeling about you? We are going to have an extended today. We are going to extend these messages, but in the extended, we're mainly going to do channeled messages, so messages from your person. Okay, so we have and I'm not going to do reversals for this deck just because it does flip-flop, and that's kind of, you know, the reversal. So we have that Knight of Cups. Like, this person does want to court you. They would like a chance to kind of, they'd like a chance with you. They'd like to have a chance with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person would like to take you out on dates. They are looking and thinking about you in a romantic way. Group number 1's person's current thoughts and feelings. Okay. I think they want to communicate this to you. We have the King of Swords. So we have the Knight of Cups, the King of Swords. I think this person does want to be honest and real with, we have honesty here. I think they want to be real about their feelings. They do want to communicate with Mercury energy here. This person, I mean, so far I really like them. I feel like this person's mature. I feel like that's what we're getting in this so far in this reading, is that they have emotional maturity, especially if they are someone that has seen you go through a lot. So they do respect that. There's no energy here so far of manipulation or trying to like come up on you and take advantage of you in a vulnerable spot if you're in a vulnerable spot. You know, we have the Moon here. This is the Moon reverse, or the Moon backside. This would be the Moon front side. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because we have an eclipse here, which is interesting because we have a full moon eclipse like tonight, like as I do this reading. Hopefully I can get this video posted tonight or tomorrow, but it's a Scorpio full moon, and it's got that moon energy, that intense water energy. It is an eclipse. This is interesting because this full moon like talks about bringing things to light that have been kind of circulating through the cosmic energy since 2021. So this full moon in particular, of all the full moons that we've had in the past 2-3 years, is very intense because it really is about closing a chapter. So you could have quite literally, with Scorpio, had an ending with someone, and you are going through this period of rebirth. You are going through this purging process. And this kind of eclipse energy and coming out in this reading with that moon is like this person is watching you, and they are like, it's almost like they're assessing the situation with you and what your next move is. Like they know that they want you and they have their eyes set on you and they want to court you and they want to really communicate these feelings, these ideas that they have. Like, hey, I really like you. I want to date you. But they're trying to kind of tread carefully because they don't want to, one, fuck up your healing process and just your process and adapting and getting back into new. And then 2, they're not sure if you're going to go back to whoever you were with before. And I don't know why I'm running with that particular scenario. So let me know in the comments if that resonates. But this could even just be that, you know, for those of you who didn't get out of a situation and that doesn't resonate, this could even represent that this person doesn't know how you're feeling and thinking, right? There's a lot of gravity on how they're feeling and thinking, but you're still a mystery to them. They still don't quite understand your intentions. And it's interesting because we have the 6 of Wands here. This is the back 6 of Wands. This is the front. We're getting it from the back. And the 6 of Wands is a positive card. It's about success. It's about victory. But it's interesting to get it from the back because I don't see that this is not a victory. But unlike this one where it's like he's drifting off into the sunset and it's more of like a clean hero gaze, it's like with this darkness, there's been blood, you know, there's been bloodshed, there's been tears. It's like this person, you know, is interesting. I wouldn't doubt if they did have fire somewhere in their chart. Doesn't have to be. It's interesting because they will fucking fight for you. This person, you know, it's like they're coming in with all the right courting gestures. They're coming in with that nonchalance and they're very polite, right? And they're doing things all the right way. But, you know, it's a magnetism. If you pull away, this person will come for you. They'll come chase you. And I'm not saying in a toxic way, in a very refreshing, actually very passionate way. And if there was some sort of encounter with an ex, or could still be with the moon here, this person will fuck them up. Like this person will fight for you. And I know that sounds cliche, but almost sounds old-fashioned because we don't really see that anymore. I feel like everyone, well, not everyone, but I feel like a lot of people nowadays are cowards, and we can thank social media for that. But this person like will get fully physical, like if they have to. Also noted with the moon eclipse energy here, like Raka, my dog's asleep, guys, on the couch, and he's dreaming. He's a Scorpio moon himself. This person's very attracted to you, okay? I can't hold back. This non-18 plus reading, I definitely have a lot of those on my channel, so definitely go into the Pickacard playlist and find some. But like, this person thinks you're perfect. Like, they think you're so sexy and they love your body, and you could just like, you know that scene in those like old rom-coms or just old-fashioned movies where like the girl takes off all her clothes and it's just like you're thinking in your head like, what? Like I would never just fucking stand there just straight up and stare at someone while naked. What a power move. This person like fantasizes about you in that way or visualizes you in that way. I'm also seeing just like symmetrical, like this person just thinks you're like in perfect shape. They think you're very symmetrical. Look at that. The Ace of Wands really wanted to come through here too because I'm talking about it. So yeah, this person is very sexually motivated. I mean, they are physically very attracted to you, and there is a huge magnetism here between you two. I mean, this person they want to do things the right way. They want to be like your knight in shining armor, but like they do want to fuck you. Definitely check out a Pickacard of mine that's an 18 plus. They're just, yeah, I mean, they don't know where you stand. That's what they're thinking and feeling, is like, I want to come towards group number 1 with this truth. I want to come towards group number 1 with these thoughts and these feelings that I have, but I'm not sure if I'm going to scare group number 1 off. I'm not sure how they're feeling. And the hangman also represents looking at a situation from a different perspective. So it could be that this person does have a lot of empathy for you and like what you're going through, or it could even be that this person has been through something similar. So we have the Knight of Swords, yeah, and it's not the back one. This is the back one where he's facing away. This person is ready to come towards you. The Knight of Swords talks about momentum, it talks about speed, and this person, it's like if you give them the green light, which you haven't because they're a little hesitant or they're on some sort of pause, or maybe there's even a period of separation or no contact between you two, but if you've given this person the green light, like they will come towards you. I'm telling you, this person has made up their mind and they have a lot of passion for you, and that's it. You know, and they want to communicate that badly. Page of Swords coming out, King of Swords, Knight of Swords. Like this person wants to have an open conversation with you about like their thoughts, their feelings, like everything that is kind of going through their mind in regards to you and in regards to this connection. This person is very, very drawn to you. And I think mostly like I do sense a lot of maturity with this person. So I feel like mostly the person that needs to communicate is you. Like they want to have an open conversation because they want to get your feedback. They want to hear your thoughts and feelings about them and about the situation. All right. So we have Temperance here. Yeah. I mean, this person's being patient as they can be, because they really are overflowing with a lot of passion and energy towards you. This person's they're very curious about you. They're very interested in you, and they're very scared that like we have the 10 of Cups the back. This is the 10 of Cups the front. You guys got the back. To me, the way that I'm going to read this card is like, they're very afraid that you are all of it. You're everything. You are the one. I feel like they have imagined you as the one for them. They think you're perfection. They think you are the person that they can end up with. I think they're very afraid of this not leading to anywhere, because they're in their mind, they're like, well, that's my one, right? So if it doesn't go anywhere, and it takes two to tango, right? If it doesn't go anywhere with them and lead to this fulfillment, like they're still gonna always be that in my heart, but it wouldn't have led to that fairy tale ending. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have led to anything. We wouldn't have gotten married or had kids or built a home or had a relationship. It would have just been this thing where that's that person for me and they're ideal, but they don't want me back. So I think this person is really afraid of like this inevitable heartbreak or this inevitable disappointment. I think they're afraid that this is going to end in some sort of thing where they have like this grief, like the one that got away. We have the 8 of Swords and we have the back of it. So this is the front of the 8 of Swords, but the 8 of Swords represents anxiety. It represents restriction, and we have the back of it here. So I feel like this person is aware of their anxieties towards a situation, and I think they're aware of your anxieties towards a situation even, and that you might be in a period of restriction. You could be going through a divorce, right? And the divorce is not finalized, or whatever the hell is going on. You know, this person is viewing you. We have that hawk spirit coming through, and it's not on the front. They're viewing you as someone who, I feel like the 8 of Swords, you know, the real 8 of Swords is anxiety, but it's all having to do with the mind. And it's actually ironic because like no one is holding her captive. Like she can take off the blindfold and undo herself and like not be surrounded by all this, but it's like the mind is so powerful and making us believe that we can't. So it's interesting because I feel like with this being the back, it's like you can, and it could be that you're aware of that you can get out of the situation, but it's like you can't. If that makes sense. Am I making sense? It's so funny. I go into every reading like, I'm gonna make sense today. And then I'll start the reading and I'm like, I don't think I make any sense. Like, I have the full intention of like making sense. All right, anyway. Yeah, we have the 10 of Swords. We have the front version. It's like, okay, wow. I feel like this person is right next to you in the trenches. Like, if you're going through something and there's that eclipse, there's that fucking eclipse again, that eclipse energy. If you're going through something, I feel like they're fully aware of it. Like, if you're in a period of, like, you're not alone, okay? You're not alone in this. Maybe that is a message that they want to convey to you, is that you're not alone in this. That they're here for you as long as you want them to be, and they're trying to be respectful. So they're not like all up in your grill. They're not trying to pounce on you, even though they are trying to take you to Pound Town. Look at that. As I said that, I looked down, bottom of the deck energy, Knight of Wands. They're not in a rush to do that, though, because they have a lot of love and respect for you, and they see you going through it, and they're really hoping that they can see you through it. They're hoping that they can see you through it as you go through it and meet you out on the other side, and it leads to a fairy tale ending, a mutual fairy tale ending for both of you. Okay, and so they're watching you deal with these very difficult things, probably dealing with anxiety, probably dealing with depression, but they want you to know that they're next to you. You don't have to do this alone. All right, so I'm really seeing that for you. What are they thinking and feeling about group number 1? What are they thinking and feeling about group number 1? We have ideation. What are they thinking and feeling about group number 1? We have hunger. I mean, this person really wants you. We have anger in reverse. They want you. They feel like you have been wronged by someone or something. Their intuition is really pulling them towards you. All right. What are they thinking and feeling for group number 1? They have so much passion. So much passion. That Ace of Wands coming out again. We have 2 Ace of Wands present. We have the Queen of Cups. You know, this person has a lot of passion, a lot of romance, a lot of ideas and optimism in regards to the future of this connection and what you guys could be. They really feel like you guys are a match made in heaven, like you are very compatible and have that chemistry, which drives them crazy. It drives their passion even more because they're like, that's mine. You're my person. I'm hearing Mine by Kali Uchis. We have Queen of Cups. You know, this person is seeing you as someone who is really sweet and probably spiritual and intuitive and pure, and has this pure heart, and somehow is going through a situation in which you were fucking wronged or fucked over, or you are just going through life and you're being hit with mental illness and anxiety and depression, which we don't talk about enough, especially in the tarot community, but it does come up. And it's like, it is a thing, okay? Life ain't easy. It's just not. So, yes. But this person, it's like, look at this. Like, they want to be next to you. Like, they don't care how fucked up and ugly and, like, whatever the situation is and how you feel about it or how you perceive it. This person wants to be by your side. They want to cuddle you. They want to make you feel the love that you make them feel. They want to reciprocate your good energy. How do they think and feel for group number 1? We have the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, okay, so there is a lot of, there is some worry, there is some fear here that you're not going to open up to them, or you're not going to fully let them in, and it's almost understandable as well that you don't want to put yourself out there, you don't want to be vulnerable because you've been through so much, so it only makes sense. But they're hoping that you know, this person is like, I will risk it all. Like, they're hoping that you match that energy somehow, but it's understandable if you don't. You know, they're like, I'm crazy and I know that, and I'll fight for you, and I'm fucked up in that way.
I don't expect you to be fucked up in that way as well and like bring forth the same amount of passion. But if you do, like, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? It's like they really want that light at the end of the tunnel with you, which equals that kind of more traditional commitment. We have that Hierophant in reverse. So it could be that this person does have like earth placements in their Venus, or they are someone that really wants something more traditional. It could even be that, let's say you're not getting out of a situation like the scenario I kind of brought forth. It could even be that they think you're just hard to tie down, like you're just not someone who wants a commitment. You're more of a free spirit, and you just happen to be literally everything that they could ever want and wish for in a person. Get in line. But it's like, that's a fear of theirs, that you might never open up to them, that you might never like get over what it is you're going through. We have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups clarifying that Ace of Wands. I mean, they truly want love with you. It's not fueled by just attraction and sex, although that is a big element in this connection. It is fueled by like an insane amount of love and appreciation and respect for you. And we have that Four of Cups, the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, you guys. The Four of Cups talks about like, here's this offer, like I have this for you, but you're not looking at it. Like you're so focused on the other 3 cups, or the fact that there's only 4 and not 10, or whatever's going on, that you're not seeing the opportunity that's right in front of your eyes. And this person's really afraid that you might miss it, that you might miss them, because they're also a person, they're also a human. I feel like they can only take so much rejection if there is rejection. We are talking about their fears right now, and these are their fears. We have the Devil clarifying the Four of Pentacles. I mean, this person really is obsessed with you, and it could be that they're scared. They're scared this isn't gonna work out, because they're not gonna be able to really, look at that. We have the fucking Devil, and then we have the Sun. Like they've already put you in unfortunately, they've already put you in like a space in their life, and they kind of have their hands crossed, their arms crossed, and they're like, well, this is it for me. You're my person. If this don't work out, then that's it. You know, like they're not looking at their love life or the situation with you as like, oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea. You are the one for them, and that is what they're thinking and feeling about you. You make them extremely happy, but they see that you're currently going through something, or you're unavailable, or there is something going on in this connection that makes you guys unavailable to each other. There's a separation of some sorts that like pains them, that hurts them, that makes them feel, you know, like there could be a loss here. They still have that optimism. They're trying to be at peace with the situation, but this person's very much in their feels for you, very, very much. And with honesty here, the whole theme is perseverance. Like I said, they're gonna take a chance. They're gonna keep trying, but at a certain point, they might stop. You know, because their ego can only take so much. And I do feel like this is someone who is very ego-centered, but they really are putting themselves on the line. They are really putting themselves in a heart center. They are observing you right now. They are trying to figure you out so that they know when to take a cue, when to make the right move. With the fates here, I feel like there could be an element of divine timing at play. And this person is trying to trust that there is some sort of bigger picture at hand. Okay, group number 1, I'm gonna extend this. We are gonna do some channeled messages, and we are going to figure out what your person would say to you. We're gonna pull some more cards, all that great stuff. That's linked down below. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys wanted to donate to the channel, you can, but I just am thankful that you're here. Thank you guys for joining, for commenting, for liking, for subscribing. I really want to post on my community page. There's a lot of tarot readers out there that I discovered while I was in my little hermit period of hiatus, and they're, you know, very new to YouTube, but like, I think they're sensational. So I'm just really so pleased with this community and how it's growing and all the new channels popping up. I think everyone is so fabulous and amazing and just unique and lovely, and Yep, I'm just happy to be here. I love you guys. I will see those of you who are going to extend this in the extension. Hi, group number 2. If you chose the lapis lazuli, this is for you and the I am captivating oracle card. I really like this one. And I really like it because captivating kind of talks about being someone that is noticed or has this charisma to them, but she looks so shy and like her body language has her kind of like to herself, if that makes sense. So it could be that you have this like this girl next door sort of look, or it could be that you're not really into attention, but you draw people in anyway. You just get a lot of attention. So I'm going to start off with an energy check-in to see if this is the right pile for you. If not, there are 3 other piles that you can choose from today. We are going to do an extended, and we're going to do channeled messages in that extension, but we're going to basically do this reading, and if it's really resonating, then we're going to extend it, do some channeled messages. So I'm going to start with your oracle, and we're also using a really cool tarot deck today. It's the vice versa tarot deck, so it's flip-flop. So I'm not going to read reversals, but it'll be like, this is the Knight of Cups, this is the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay? So we have honor your feelings, first quarter moon in Pisces. So you could be a Pisces or they could be a Pisces. We have last quarter moon in Pisces, talk less, feel more. You both could be Pisces, or there could be heavy Pisces energy in this connection. We have abundance. We have balance, loyal heart, building blocks, orphaned. We have Leo and Mars. So we have Pisces and Leo present. We have Mars with Aries. Okay, so these could be either of your signs. It could be your signs, their signs, or it could just describe the current energy in this connection. All right, so as an energy check-in, honestly, just looking at the oracle, I don't know. It's interesting. Let me pull a few tarot cards before I speak on what I'm seeing. Energy check-in for group number 2. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Tower, the back of it, so in reverse. Yeah, Tower in reverse is all about an epiphany. It's like a spiritual awakening almost. And then we have that Ace of Swords. I'm seeing talk less, feel more, honor your feelings. There could have been a breakup here. We have the Empress popping up. It could have been some sort of ending or period or separation, and you guys have just recently gone back in contact, and it feels like a new connection again, or it feels like there's some sort of second chance or a rebirth. It could have been that there was a breakup and now you're giving them a second chance, or they're giving you a second chance. We have the Ten of Pentacles. But it's interesting, we have it in reverse. We have the back of it, but this one's really interesting because the Ten of Pentacles, like the front is some guy and his dog by themselves. And that's supposed to be the happiness. And then the back is like some guy, the dog, and then a couple. This is interesting. We do have the Empress. She does represent abundance here. We have loyal heart, building blocks. So if there was something that kind of happened with Mars, some sort of argument or disagreement that caused for a new perspective to shift in this connection, for there to be some sort of breakthrough or epiphany, I do feel like as an energy check-in, this is a connection where y'all are in contact. So if you're not in contact with your person, I don't think this is your pile. I do feel like this could be a new beginning for you and your person, and that's why we have building blocks. And at one point, it did really feel like you guys were going to break up, or there was going to be some sort of loss, but I feel like And it could have been that there was a loss and there was a period of separation, and now you're finding this video and I'm doing this reading for you at the tail end of that. Like, you guys are coming out of that. You were in a period of hermit mode, honoring your feelings, trying to talk less, feel more, finding that balance. I really feel like this person, it could have even been one of those situations where the separation made the heart grow fonder. It could have been one of those situations where like this almost intensified the connection because they felt you more, they saw your value in a different light. Or it could have been that you had laid down some sort of boundaries with this person and it raised your value and your worth to them. And you were like, well, if I am going to come back, or if we are going to come back together, if this is going to work somehow, it's going to be on the way that I want it to be. Because the Empress is not someone that takes, you know, this is not someone who subsidizes their worth. This is not someone who just aims for the bare minimum. Like, they have standards and they have boundaries, and they're very firm on it. And with the Ten of Pentacles, it does represent safety and security. It does represent loyalty. So I'm not sure what had happened to receive this Tower in reverse, but I do know coming out of it, there is communication here, and it does feel like forward movement with the Two of Wands. It does. Two of Wands to me gives me a sense of optimism. It gives me a sense of like the glass is half full. There's something, you know, out there. We have the Hierophant as well. So if this person wasn't giving you much to go with in the past, I do feel like there has been a huge paradigm shift. And I do feel like that is past energy. We have the Seven of Pentacles, like the back of it, or the front of it. Interesting. We have the Seven of Pentacles, and then we have the Emperor, the back of it. Seven of Pentacles is about, it's like there definitely was some sort of separation. I'm definitely getting that, okay? So this, if that's true to you, this is your pile, but it does feel like they missed you and they didn't want to miss you again. That was like a big awakening for them with that Tower in reverse. Being apart from you really made them realize that they don't want to be apart from you. It's that simple. And now this person is thinking in terms of like growth and laying down some sort of solid foundation. That foundation can consist of trust. It can consist of something material, like this person feels like they need to get their finances in order. And it could even be with the Emperor in reverse, clarifying that Seven of Pentacles, that they don't have their shit in order. Like they are solid now in terms of their feelings for you and their thoughts on you, which we're going to get into in this reading. And now that y'all are back together, now that they've kind of affirmed their loyalty to you, that they want to have a commitment with you, like an actual commitment. So maybe in the past they were kind of, you know, being shy with that. Now they're like, okay, well, I need to step up because you're the Empress, and they don't feel like the Emperor. But now they're like, okay, I'm not matching your energy. Like, I'm not bringing to the table what you're bringing energetically and materially, physically. So now this person's feeling a little insecure because they've made their choice, and their choice is to be with you and to commit to you, but now they have to level up. That's the thing about it. Like, everyone wants the dream girl, everyone wants the dream guy, and then they get them and it's like, all right, time to fucking level up. Like, your same old bullshit is not going to cut it. So that's what I'm saying here for the energy check-in. If that's resonating with you guys and this is your pile, we're going to get into it. I'm going to keep the Oracle here, but I'm going to clear the spread for the tarot. I have another tarot deck as well to help clarify certain energies. And yeah, and then we are going to do an extended. As I said in the beginning, the extended is going to be channeled messages. So what your person would say to you. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups to start on how this person is thinking and feeling for you, and it is the front. So this person is thinking very highly of you, and they really are in their feelings as far as like what they think about you in this connection. They do think about this connection with their feelings. Six of Cups. And it could even be that they're in their feels, quite literally. Like, the Nine of Cups to me has always symbolized like a missing piece. Like, yes, it's 9 cups, but there's that 10, and it's like they feel incomplete without you. And I feel like this period of separation that you guys currently were in highlighted that. Like, this person missed you. I forgot, there's like a quote, and it's like, don't get me to say things on the spot when I'm doing like a tarot reading. I honestly can't remember anything as soon as I start recording, and then like as soon as I stop, I'm just like, all right. But there's a quote, and it's like, if you're at peace without them, then you never needed them, or I don't know. This person was not at peace without you. They definitely mourned this connection, and they definitely don't ever want to be separated from you again. That is something that they did decide, you know. How is this person currently thinking and feeling about you? Again, with the heavy water energy, so we have the Pisces cards coming out, but we also got Scorpio, Cancer. So this person could be the water sign. They could be someone who does have a lot of feelings. Person's current thoughts and feelings, group number 2. Group number 2's person's current thoughts and feelings. We have the King of Wands. Yeah, I mean, so we did talk about in the energy check-in how they're feeling like the Emperor in reverse, clarified by that 7 of Pentacles, needing to lay down the groundwork, a solid foundation. And I'm assuming it has to do with their finances or something material, them feeling like they need to level up so that they are able to provide in some sort of way, or it doesn't even have to be that you're asking for them to provide. It could just be like they want to impress you. With the King of Pentacles, with the King of Wands coming out, I do feel like they are inspired and they are motivated. They're not using that energy, and it's not depleting them in a way in which they're like, oh, I give up. It's actually like they're accepting the challenge, and they're up for it, and they're motivated, and they're inspired, and they're very, very excited for this connection to develop more. They're feeling very confident about their role in this connection. Yeah, we have the Lovers. I mean, the Lovers is the card for me that symbolizes like there really is a very spiritual connection here, and just a very intense connection at that. But you're not going to get the Lovers and not know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be one of those things where you're like, I don't know, it could be Billy Bob from the other day at the bar. The Lovers is like, I know exactly who you're talking about, because like I feel them, I feel their energy, I feel very connected to them. You guys have chemistry and compatibility, and it is something that is known. And so the Lovers is them recognizing exactly that. But it can also have to do with a choice or a decision. We are going to clarify it and see further what that means. But I do feel like this person is recognizing and did recognize this in that period of separation. They don't want to be separated from you. You bring them a lot of happiness. You are someone that makes them feel really good. They like to be around you. It's a good vibe. It's a good time. And now that they kind of have you back in their good graces, they want to really impress you. So clarify the 9 of Cups for me. Look at that. We have Strength. So Leo energy coming through. We have Leo energy. So we definitely have heavy water energy. We have Gemini with the Lovers. We have Leo with Strength. This person feels like no one else can really tame them. I really always get that imagery here with the Strength card. Like they feel like no one else could make them docile. No one else could like submit them into a connection. But you might have blonde hair, by the way, because there's just a lot of imagery of like a woman with blonde hair. You don't have to, but I'm just saying that they like your hair no matter what the color. But this person wants this forever, like for infinity, and they're very attracted to you as well. That's coming through. I have a lot of this happened with pile 1 too. I wouldn't recommend watching pile 1 completely separate reading from you guys, group number 2, but like a lot of sexual energy is coming through. So I have a lot of 18 pluses in my Pickacard playlist, so definitely go to my channel and check those out. But this is not that. But it is coming through, and I think it's just like we have that King of Wands energy, like they're highly attracted to you. Okay, we have the 2 of Swords. Clarifying the 6 of Cups. I feel like maybe you force their hand a little bit, like you force their decision, but I mean, if like as the Empress, you should, as you should, boom, as you should. So I feel like they weren't necessarily ready for a commitment, and maybe you were just ready to walk, and they were like, nope, don't want that. don't like that. So they had to make a decision. Maybe they were at just a point of indecision, and you were like, fuck that. Like, there's nothing to be undecided about. You either want me or you don't. And they're like, oh, oops. All right, clarify the King of Wands for me. We have, so creepy. We have Judgment. I say it's creepy because I just like don't think it's necessary to have the child. But we have Judgment in reverse. So Judgment is about resurrection. It's about when things felt like they had ended, them coming back to life, essentially. It's about a second chance, quite literally. And we have Judgment in reverse, which is interesting because it goes back into this thing that I said where I feel like this person is viewing it, the connection as like you forced their hand. Like, this is someone that has a lot of pride and a lot of pride and a lot of ego, and they like to consider themselves someone that cannot be bossed around and whose hand can't be forced, and you definitely did that. And so on one hand they're impressed, but on the other hand they're kind of like, well, I'm a little fucked, because if group number 2 is able to do this to me, then like it's a weird little ego thing they're going through with their masculinity, and they're like, if they have that much power over me, then I'm really screwed in this situation. But maybe they didn't think that things were going to end up the way that they have, and they feel like they're kind of losing their control over the situation. Honestly, what's funny about it is they don't have any control over the situation. Like, I'm seeing these cards here with the Lovers and Judgment. Like, this is completely, it's not even you either, group number 2. It's just like, this is a very divine connection, and it's just going to happen how it happens because there's an element of destiny here. So it's not like controllable, period. You know what I'm saying? There could be children involved, where you guys could have children together. We have the Devil clarifying the Lovers. So this is really interesting because this is the third card that we got where there's 2 people, and these happen to be the same people. Luckily, we got the front version, but we have the Lovers and the Devil, and it's the same people as in the Lovers. So this person, and I talked about the Lovers being about a connection that's just undeniable. You know, it's not going to be describing someone that you're like, who, what? Like, I don't know who you're talking about. This is, you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. And with the Devil clarifying, I do feel like this person feels like very chained to this connection or drawn to this connection in a way that's like so out of their control, and maybe even just new to them. Like, they've never felt this way about somebody before. And so of course it brings forth a lot of like other thoughts and feelings where they're like, I don't know, this is kind of like a red flag, or I feel like addicted to this person and I can't really like explain why that is. And I do think it's a little scary to them. Well, not a little. I mean, we have the Devil, so I do think this is a thought process on their mind. With the Emperor popping back up now in the upright, which is interesting because in the energy check-in, it was in the reverse. We have the 3 of Cups. I do feel like this person wants to use this energy to their own motivation. Like, it does kind of pump them up that they did find someone like you, in that they feel this very special way towards them. There's a lot of like fear that follows an intense connection like this, because we're going to have feelings of like, we had that 7 of Pentacles pop up. We're going to have feelings of inadequacy. We're going to have feelings of like, oh shit, I have to level up, because if I don't level up, I'm going to lose them. And if I lose them, then it's going to lead to like a really painful heartbreak. And so there's a lot of fear that follows a connection like this. And I definitely feel like this person is running the gamut with that. They are feeling all the things and thinking all the things. And I do think that if there was a separation or a period of that, or a period of you saying like, all right, if you don't make a decision, I'm gonna leave, they have turned this energy around to use it as motivation and inspiration. I do think that they want to rise to the challenge. I don't think that they're gonna, I mean, we have the King of Wands here, so I don't think they're gonna turn their back on the connection. I think that they've kind of established like, all right, this doesn't happen all the time. This is like a once in a blue moon type of thing, and I'm not gonna fuck it up. Seems to be like what they're thinking. We have the Three of Cups coming out. I think this person has a lot of fun with you. They enjoy hanging out with you, going on dates with you. We have the Four of Swords popping up, which is interesting. Let me clarify it. Okay, King of Cups in reverse. And then the Page of Pentacles. All right, so the fears that we talked about, the things that I talked about, are not things that they're gonna verbalize to you. It has a lot to do with them being the kind of egocentric King of Wands that they are. It is only natural that they're not gonna verbalize it to you. They don't feel the need to, but they are insecure about their finances, and they are trying to figure out a way to get around that insecurity, and maybe they're feeling a little bit tied up. And because they're so anxious about all those thoughts, instead of really communicating them or doing anything about them, they could withdraw from time to time, or they could go into periods of like rest, which is what the Four of Swords is about. It's not supposed to be like a negative thing, but people use it, and they like, you could interpret it as like they sometimes ghost you, or they go through like a period where it's like, it's just hard to communicate with them, and you're probably thinking like, what the fuck is going on? What is the intention behind that? But there really isn't any intention. It's more so them hiding because they're emotionally immature. Like, they don't know how to express themselves, and like the frustrations and the fears that they're feeling, and they have all these feelings and they get overwhelmed by them, that they just kind of like dissociate is the energy. But I do think a lot of those feelings that they have a lot to do with, I don't know, something to do with work. I feel like they're not making as much money as they'd like to be making. We have rejection. We have orphan and rejection. I feel like this person's afraid of like showing you the real truth, because they don't want you to reject them again. Because if the energy check-in was correct, like you already did the first time, they got you back, and now they're like, they really don't want to fumble the ball a second time. You know what I'm saying? We have mystery as well. So they could come off as very aloof or mysterious, but it's actually them just being emotionally immature and not knowing how to like be upfront about how they feel and how they think about you and the situation. It would take a lot of vulnerability, honestly, for them to express this stuff, because it is very intimate, and I don't think you guys are like in a relationship or in a marriage. I think this is still very new, so for them to like say all these things would be kind of weird, honestly, if we're being realistic, you guys. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is a newer connection. I definitely feel like you guys are still in like your dating phase. It could have been like a situationship, and it's finally kind of graduating into something a little more committed. We have the Six of Swords. We also have caution coming out. What do we need to be cautious about, Spirit? Ten of Pentacles, Six of Cups. So I don't know if this person travels for work, or if they are... There's definitely an element of like periods of separation. So I don't know if this is like something that happens a lot in this connection. They could be in the military, they could travel for work, something to do with like not wanting to leave, but having to leave for whatever reason. I'm not seeing leaving in like a communication sense, I'm seeing it in a physical sense. So like they do enjoy the time that they have with you and spend with you, but I do see there's like periods of like missing each other. We have the Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like their intention is to like be committed to you, and committed in a way where you guys fully are like living together and doing things together. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Look, the Lover's coming up again. So this person, yes, they have a tough time communicating their feelings. Not everyone knows how to do that. But I feel like their actions show a lot of their intention, and they are very clear about like you being very special to them and someone that means a lot to them. And I feel like they try to show you that through physical gestures. But there isn't really a question in their mind. So if there's a question in your mind, it could just be that they're not very great communicators. We have that Four of Pentacles now popping up in reverse. I think they are afraid of rejection, or they're afraid of some sort of heartbreak. We have Judgment. It could have been that there was so much that went down in the past, or went down between you two in this connection, and there was some sort of mistrust, and they're trying to recreate. Like, we have building blocks, so I feel like they're trying to build that solid foundation of trust back up, because they know how important it is to the connection, and they're kind of afraid that, like, you don't forgive them, or you aren't able to trust them fully. But there is what am I trying to say? There is an energy of them trying to resurrect this in any way that they know how to and can. And there also is an element here of children. So I don't know if you have children, or they have children, or you have children together, but there's an element of, like, some sort of children kind of binding you guys together. It could even be, and if we're being very spiritual with it, and, like, you're like, I don't have kids, they don't have kids, it could even be that there is a destiny here. There is some sort of life path where you guys are supposed to have kids, and those kids are kind of watching over y'all to see how you guys handle this relationship. But that's gonna resonate if it does for some of you. Let me pull some more Oracle. We have Higher Power. What did I just say? Higher Power represents, like, angels looking over you, and that's kind of what I've been seeing in this reading with Judgment and the Lovers here. So it could be. We have Yang. So I also told you that this person's very action oriented. Yang energy is masculine energy. Masculine energy doesn't have to do with gender or identity. It has to do with, like, action versus, inaction, which is yin energy. So I do feel like this person isn't so expressive with their words, but they are very, they do try to show you, like, how they feel for you. We have Milk and Honey. Yeah, I mean, I do feel like if things are played right, especially with all the major arcana here, we have New Life, we have Peace. This is a connection that really could blossom and develop into something really beautiful and long lasting and long term. And I do feel like this person has that intention towards you. I think right now where I meet you doing this reading, it's like you guys are sort of gathering the pieces together, but I do see a big potential here for both of you. All right. Group number 2, I am going to extend this. We're going to do channeled messages and use this deck and see what this person would want to say to you. All that information's in the description box below. In the meantime, however, thank you so much for being here. I really hope that resonated. Definitely let me know in the comments, and I will see those of you in the extension.
Hello, group number 3, welcome. Okay, you guys, so if you chose the clear quartz crystal and the I Will Hope Oracle card, I don't know why the quality doesn't seem really good. I think it's because the candles are making the lighting sort of focused over here, but I love this. I Will Hope. All right, so we are going to be peering into your person's thoughts and feelings today. You will have the option to extend. The extension is going to be channeled messages. So it will be an extension of this reading, but we'll also pull some messages to see what this person would say to you. All right, I do want to start off with an energy check-in. I am working with this vice versa tarot deck, so I'm not going to use reversals because it's like it goes either way, and the darker side is the reversal. All right. No, we're not playing right now, Jackson. So we have New Moon in Scorpio, go deeper. And as I do this reading, we're about to approach a full moon eclipse in Scorpio. So you could be a Scorpio, they could be a Scorpio. We have Attuned to the Divine, New Moon in Pisces. So we have water energy here with Scorpio, Pisces. We have Keep Your Heart Open, first quarter moon in Libra. We have Libra energy in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. Keep your heart open, focus on the positive. I'm sorry, we're not doing this right now. Let it go. It's a toy. Focus on the positive. All right. So we have indecision, We have change, thinker, clean it up, truth be told, yin, and we have Gemini. So we have a lot of air and water and some fire present, but we have a lot of signs to go off of. So you could be any of these signs, or your person could be. All right, let's do an energy check and see if this is the right pile for you. If it's not, there are 3 other piles that you can choose from. Starting off with the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Swords in the upright. We have the Two of Pentacles in the upright. And we have the Star. All right. Okay. So I'm kind of getting the energy that for some of you, there could be a separation, or there could have been a breakup with this person. And you guys are in this separation currently, trying to figure out whether or not there will be a reconciliation, whether or not you guys will get back together. There could be a no contact situation for some of you, and you're being forced into kind of a hermit energy where you're having to really go deeper and kind of think about this connection. We have thinker here, I will hope. We have focus on the positive. Stop it. Go to your bed. Go to your bed. No, don't come to me. Go to your bed. Sorry, you guys. We have the Two of Pentacles, and we have indecision. Indecision is really the Two of Swords, but I always look at the Two of Pentacles as like juggling something. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles here. We have the Three of Pentacles in the upright. I feel like this Ten of Swords is in reverse, just to make that correction. And I'm saying that because when it's in the upright, the number is in the corner on the right instead of the left. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there could have been a breakup or a fight, a conflict, and now there's this, and like the energy's clearing, and there's room for some sort of reconciliation here. I do feel like a runner-chaser sort of dynamic. So I do feel like this is a little bit typical to this connection. We have the High Priestess, and there is a big element of divine timing here at play. There is a big spiritual element here in this connection. So there's sort of an element of like not chasing, but attracting with the Yin card, and like focusing on the positive, allowing this person to come to you, working together with them on something. I do feel like it's mutual. We're going to get into that in this reading and talk about, you know, their thoughts and feelings. But look, now we have the Ace of Cups, but it's in the reverse. And it's very like eerie because we're kind of clarifying the Star with that, and it's another naked body. So it's like there is a huge sexual attraction here, and it's not an 18+ reading, but I do have a lot of those in my Pickacard playlist. So you guys can definitely go to my channel and check that out. But it feels like this was a friends with benefits situation. It feels like this was sort of a situationship that turned into like something more, that where there's a lot of feelings and this sort of spiritual connection kind of adding to the mix. And I do feel like this person is very connected to you. I do feel like this connection does run deep.
Okay, so I am going to get into it. So if that sounds like this sounds like your pile, you're in the right place. If it doesn't sound like your pile, then there are 3 other piles to choose from. But I'm gonna clear this spread and we're gonna get into it. So group number 3, what your person is currently thinking and feeling about you. Whoa. Group number 3, person, what they're currently thinking and feeling about them. We have the 10 of Pentacles. So in their thoughts of reconciliation or whatever has happened, maybe it was like a conversation that was had about finally having a commitment here and going deeper with the connection. This person is on board with that. It could even be that that's what they have wanted and they're unsure about what you want. Look at Ace of Pentacles popping out again. This person wants, oh, this is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. I still feel like this person wants a commitment with you, but there's like some adjustments that have to be made. That seems to be the energy that I'm picking up on. Like it's not gonna look like how you guys had imagined it originally. We have the 4 of Pentacles. This person could be guarded or have some sort of trust issues, or there's some sort of change, and it could be in regards to trust. So this person could have broken your trust, or there could have been a situation, like you guys could have history, and there could have been a situation that has transpired, or many situations that have transpired, and like the love is deeper than that, and you want to focus on the positive, and you know that this person is capable of loving you and changing, but it also requires that release work and being able to forgive them. We have the 6 of Pentacles. This person does have, we have a lot of Pentacle energy here. So although we didn't see it in these cards in the oracles, there is a lot of Earth. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This person could have like a Virgo, Venus. But there's definitely, no matter like if there was a conflict or whatever has happened between you two, there's definitely an intention here. This person really does want to work through whatever has happened. They want something solid with you. And I do feel like with the 6 of Pentacles, they have this intention to give to you. They have this intention to like really show up for you in a very stable way. We have the 3 of Wands. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles for me in reverse. Maybe this person is even trying to figure out what commitment with you looks like. Maybe there are some logistical things that might get in the way. We have the Lovers. I'm really getting the energy, and definitely correct me if I'm wrong, that this person is viewing you as the one that's pretty aloof and flirty. You are the one that doesn't want commitment, or maybe have strained from the commitment, or maybe they just see you as someone who has a lot of options and is available. You could be single, and you know they want to really provide something undeniable to you so that you don't deny it, something solid. And they feel like the key in what they can offer has a lot to do with finances. It has a lot to do with stability. I don't know if this person is much older than you, or they see you wanting something that is more grounded, but that's what they want to bring to the table, and they're not sure if that's what you want as well. They do know, however, that you guys have a very deep connection. They do know that you guys have a very spiritual connection. It's undeniable, the chemistry that you guys have, and it's very hard for them to not think about you, not want to kind of go there with you and do this with you. We have the 8 of Wands here. The 8 of Wands is kind of about many different directions, many different options. We have that clarifying the 4 of Pentacles. So to me, I feel like this person might view you as someone who is guarded, or who has trust issues, or has your heart guarded to love. Maybe it's even towards this person, and it could be because there's some sort of history with them and they have done something to make you feel that way. And you've forgiven them because, yes, you do know that the connection is undeniable and there is a spiritual element here. Clarify the Six of Pentacles for me. I mean, there is a big energy here of them wanting to change, okay? Wanting to do right by you, but feeling like, because even here he has his head down. But feeling like you don't want what they have to give, what they have to offer anymore. We have the Queen of Cups with her back turned. You know, you once had this love, this unconditional nurturance. Well, it was conditional at a certain point, but you once had this love. This ran really deep. And it was like maybe they took advantage of that, or they took that for granted. And now you have your back turned. Now you're showing them a different version of yourself. You're still that person. You're still that loving, sweet person, and they know that you have. Stop it. Get your ass over here. See, just like me. Like I have a side to me where you could piss me off. And that could be you right now. You know, you had a lot of patience with them. And now they're getting on your nerves, and they're seeing a different side to you. And it doesn't take away who you are at your core. They know that, but they're really reflecting on it, and they're missing it, and they're missing that version of you that they once had that they might have taken for granted. All right. Bottom of the deck is the Star. So I did want to talk about her, but it was an energy check-in. So we'll come back to this. They are, you know, whatever period of separation that you guys went through, it could have been a literal breakup, right? They realized in that you are not replaceable. Not that they had thought, oh, it's not a thought in their mind that they thought you were replaceable, but I guess they, again, really took you for fucking granted. They really didn't understand that the love that you had to give, the love that you were offering this person is not out on the market. It's not out on the table. You can't just pick it up. You know, you're undeniably special. You're undeniably unique, and you fit with them in such a right way. And I think you fit with them because you understand them. I think you understand them because you're intuitive, you're spiritual, you're empathetic, naturally, you know. So this person is seeing all of this now. They're seeing this truth about you, that you're very valuable, and that they didn't see your value or your worth before. And it could even be that you were like, well, fuck you then. And you're giving them the cold shoulder because you know your value and worth, and you know other people will recognize it as well. And you're not going to chase after anyone with the yin energy when you know, as a high vibrational spiritual person, you can attract whatever the fuck you want. So now they're coming right back in, offering you the 10 of Pentacles, offering you the world. They're like, here's everything. And you're like, I don't know, you know, I don't know. So that's how they're thinking and feeling about you, is like someone who they fumbled the ball with, and now you're playing hard to get. It could even be that they don't think you're playing hard to get. They just think you are hard to get. And that you weren't at one point and they fucked that up, and now they're in this situation. They're the Chariot. You know, they want to rush towards you, but you're sleeping on them. They really do have an energy here of like them thinking, having these thoughts and feelings about you, but it's like you're not looking in their direction. You're not even considering them. Like you're living your life. They do, if they had the chance, and this is something that they've been thinking and feeling, is like they fucking want to make up for this. They want to change. They're not undecided anymore. They want to change. They're trying to stay hopeful. They're trying to stay positive. They could be the one trying to stay hopeful and positive and all these things that I said in the beginning. You know, they've been thinking on this. They've been reflecting on this. 7 Pentacles is all about laying out a solid foundation, all about trust, all about building something solid, something long lasting. We have the Lovers again. This person is realizing that this connection is undeniable. All right, it's fucking undeniable, and it's in their head, and we have a lot of major arcana here, so they're really thinking on this. They're really feeling a lot about you and about the situation. Look who it is. The Queen of Cups in the upright, because they can't let go of how you treated them. And now that you've taken a step back and you've retreated from that, they're like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't even realize that there was another version of you, because you always met them with sweetness and care and comfort and love and just generosity and just and intimacy and sexiness and sensuality. Like you did it all. You did it all in the bedroom, outside the bedroom, all of it. They didn't fucking get that though. They didn't get that till they went somewhere else, right? And so now they're like, oh, oh, yeah, okay. Like they're reflecting on it. And they gotta sit with that 5 of Swords. They gotta sit with it. And it could be that, you know, they see you maybe juggling options, or maybe you're seeing someone else. But again, the back is turned, all right? This person's very attracted to you. I mean, I don't want to say that their main motivation is sexual. I don't think that's it. Look, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse on the bottom of the deck. This is the 10 of Cups. This is what they want. They want reconciliation. Get your ass. They want this happy ending, but this is what they have. They'll forever remember you. Like if you don't come back to them the way that they want, they'll never look at you in a bad light. They'll never forget you though. You will forever be the one that got away. Okay, they will forever hold you in their heart as like you are their perfect person, but you're gone. You're gone. You're not there. All right, so let's pull some Oracle. This person's very wrapped up in your hair. You could have really long, beautiful hair. Could have really been attracted to your hair. Look at, we have rejection. This person's we have caution. They're proceeding with caution. They're very afraid of rejection from you. It could be rejection a second time. You know, you could have already rejected this person. They want success, but that came out in reverse. They're hoping for it. They're not sure they're gonna get it. We have trust. They want to rebuild trust. 7 of Pentacles, a solid foundation with you. They could have disrupted the trust in this connection. They could see that you're angry. They feel that you're angry. But you're the Queen of Cups, so you don't get angry. You just get distant. You got space, right? You don't get angry. You just retreat. You just dissociate. And they feel the void, okay? So it'll be very interesting and extended to see what this person has to say to you. What they want to say to you. Yeah, you could have ghosted them. Or they could feel like, again, you met them with such warmth, such love, such care, that when you are gone, right? When you're not talking to them, they feel it. They feel the lack of your presence, okay? So you could be talking to them still, but it could feel like you're a ghost. Okay? So I'm going to leave that here. We're going to extend this, group number 3. I hope that resonated. I missed you guys. I love you guys. If you want to donate to the channel, you can. Feel free to leave a comment, a like, tell me what you thought, subscribe, all that great stuff. But I am going to extend this. We're going to do some channeled messages. That is linked down below. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy. I love you, and I'll see y'all in the extended. Hello, group number 4. Welcome. If you chose this blue lace agate, this is for you. Trying to get the camera to not be so fuzzy. And if you chose this oracle, I am a voice. Okay, so we are going to be peering into what your person's current thoughts and feelings are for you towards this connection. I'm going to start off with an energy check-in. I am using a vice versa tarot deck, so I'm not going to read reversals because it flip-flops. I'm going to pull the oracle first. We'll do an energy check-in, see if this is the right pile for you, and then you will have the option to extend if everything is resonating. We are going to get channeled messages from this person. So we have last quarter moon in Virgo. Attend to the details. Know your worth, Taurus. So you or this person could have Earth in their chart, Virgo or Taurus. We have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. We have self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. We have not for you. Never-ending story. Exchanging gifts. And then we have more astrological cards. We have Virgo again, Aries, and Libra. Okay. Energy check-in for group number 4. Okay. So we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. There could be a loss here in this connection. We have the World in the upright. Or a feeling of loneliness in this connection. There could be a period of separation. There could be a breakup or no contact. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. What's going on, you guys? And we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. So this could be a situationship. This could have been a connection that started off with a physical, sexual sort of basis, and it turned into something more. But there's definitely separation or a no contact situation. There's definitely a feeling of loneliness and isolation and being left out in the cold. So if that doesn't resonate, then I wouldn't think this is your pile, and there's 3 other piles to choose from. Let's clarify the 8 of Cups in reverse. We have the 9 of Swords. So this is about anxiety and being left, like I said, kind of being alone and being left with your thoughts. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying that world. We have the King of Swords in reverse, so he has his back turned. Okay, this person could have ghosted. We have the 7 of Swords in the upright. This person could have ghosted. They could have separated from you, broken up from you. They could be looking another direction. We have know your worth, pride, envy, self-esteem. Aries, Virgo, Libra. Not for you. Never-ending story. All right. So it seems very apparent here that this is a loss. This situation could be this person ghosted you. This could be a no contact situation. There could have been a breakup. Okay, and now you're trying to navigate the situation and kind of see where you stand with this person, what they are currently thinking, feeling, maybe even their motives and why they did this. Okay, so we're gonna get into that. If this sounds like your pile, you are in the right place. You will have the option to extend, where we will do channeled messages and figure out what this person would say to you. That will be linked down below. But let's get into it. I'm gonna clear this spread and I'm gonna build on it. 2 different tarot decks. So with never-ending story, this could be a cycle that you've been in with this person, or you could have been accepting negative treatment from them. And we have I am a voice, because Spirit is saying it is time to stand up for yourself and know your pride. Have pride in yourself and know your worth. You know, building up your self-esteem to a point where you feel free from the shackles of someone else's opinion of you or how they place value on you. Okay, so group number 4, what is this person thinking and feeling for you? So we have the Hierophant. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the King of Wands. And we have the King of Pentacles, or the Page of Cups. I don't know why I said Pentacles. The Page of Cups. Okay. So this is like a crush situation. I feel like this person does have a little crush on you. They are attracted to you. There is passion, sexual energy. I do think that they miss you as well. But I feel like this person's focused on something else. Clarify the Hierophant for me. We have Justice in reverse. We have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Or in the upright. Clarify the King of Wands. I feel like this person could be married. They could literally be unavailable because they can't be available. We have the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like they see you as an opportunity and saw you as an opportunity, but they didn't necessarily build on that opportunity. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. Like there's this potential here, and there's definitely this crush energy between you two, and the feeling was mutual, but they didn't do anything with it. They didn't really have the intention of doing anything with it. So we have that 9 of Cups in that, yeah, you were a great person to them, that you made them happy in the moment, and you were someone that was like very pleasurable and pleasing to them, but they have nothing to give to you. And I feel like it wouldn't even be fair if they did, because I feel like this person has other commitments, or they're in a marriage quite literally. So they treated you unfairly, but they're also treating other people in their life unfairly. This person has really nothing to offer with the 5 of Pentacles. I do get the sense that they left you out in the cold. They miss you and they think about you often, and they do see you and still perceive you and view you as this kind of virgin-esque Virgo type, abundant, like pure person, which is really even more shitty, because it's like they saw that you were pure and they wanted to take advantage of that. They could have seen that you had low self-esteem, and like, again, there's just this energy of like they wanted to take advantage of you, and they did. Now we have the King of Pentacles in reverse with his back turned. So they had like no intention of really providing anything for you that was stable. Maybe they made those promises with the 7 of Pentacles, but it wasn't like even a promise that they could make. Look, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And the 2 of Cups in reverse. So I feel like this person doesn't have anything to offer you. Maybe they did at one point, or you guys dated and it didn't go anywhere, but I feel like this person doesn't. I feel like they don't have anything solid to give. We have Judgment. So if you're wondering if this could be resurrected, I really don't think it could. I do think that the only resurrection that I'm seeing here with Judgment is this person hitting you up, but with the Emperor in a very fuckboy tendency. Like they have the intention of just wanting to fuck. We have the 3 of Swords, so there could definitely be a third party situation involved in this. I do think that this person thinks of you in a strictly sexual manner, but they're not really like, they don't have the intention of taking care of you. They have the intention of like fast communication, hitting you up, trying to get what they want out of the situation, but not really like living up to anything. They're very attracted to you. You know, they think you're very sexually attractive, but it's like, I don't even want to get into that. And if you do want to get into that, I do have more videos on my Pickacard playlist, a lot of 18 pluses about that. But I feel like for this one, it's just kind of toxic because it's like they're viewing you as just sort of a physical body that they can use. And I don't really like that. I don't really want to dive into that. But they do view you as very attractive. Okay, so that would be an underlying motive for them. We have ideation. We have peace. They could view you as someone who is very peaceful. Faith. Someone that does have faith, is sweet, is creative. I'm getting a very youthful vibe to you, so it could be that this person's a lot older than you. They could be in a marriage. They could have kids. It could be a sugar daddy situation. But this person's seeing you as an opportunity and they want to like exploit it. We have, I don't know. I feel safe with you. You make me better. All right, so group number 4, I'm going to extend this. We're going to do some more channeled messages. All of that is in the description box below. In the meantime, however, I hope that this resonated. Definitely leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you want, you can leave a donation as well. In the meantime, however, stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see those of you in your extended.